Minute Flute Tip Tuesdays.
Hello, it's Dr. Krista Makiaki Stewart. Welcome. Today's 2-minute flute tip is on where do I breathe within the phrase? This is a great question, and it depends on, of course, the piece that you're playing. It depends on a lot of different things. I'm just going to name a few. It's going to depend on the dynamics that are written in the music, whether you have a decrescendo or a crescendo. What you should also take into account is the articulation. Is it all slurred? Is there a break in the slur? Your intervals. Is it a large intervallic leap or is it scalar? If it's a scalar pattern, I would not recommend breathing if you can avoid it. But if you have some large intervallic leaps, that's a good time to take a breath. Also think about the phrasing. Where is the musical sentence end? Also, you want to consider your tessitura. Is it in the low range or is it in the high range? All these things need to be considered when you're thinking about where to breathe. For the purpose of today's video, we're going to use Anderson's Etude number 7 out of Opus 33 for an example on how to figure out some breathing within the phrase. In the first line, we have a long slur. The best place to breathe would be after the second measure. There's a break in the articulation. There's also a large intervallic leap. Then the next place you want to breathe is in measure 5. There's an A with a tie. I would wait until you play the A and then breathe after the tie. A tie gives you a little bit of time to catch a quick breath. Notice that you're also at a full volume. So you're going to want to take an initial ooh-ah-ee breath at the very, very beginning. And this is something you want to do every single time. Now, from the beginning of the phrase to the end of the third line, which is how far we're going to go today, your dynamic level is forte all the way through. You don't always have to play forte, and you can kind of interweave in the lines. This will also conserve your airstream as well, so that you don't have to take as many breaths. In the third line, the tessitura gets higher and higher and higher. As we get higher when we play flute, it's going to sound louder anyway, so there's no need to play at a full volume in that line. So if you take your volume down to maybe a mezzo forte, then you'll be able to make it to the end of the phrase. Have fun practicing, and we'll see you next week.
2-Minute Flute Tip Tuesdays.